Welcome to Shaman Time. I'm Bill Major. Now's our opportunity to come sit together for a little while, put down our troubles, our thoughts, our worries, and just settle in and enjoy a little bit of time together where there's no pressures on us to do much of anything except to mull over and think about what's said and thoughts that drift into our minds that would be said back to us. Let's listen to that inner voice. I'm talking about the inner voice because it has a strong impact on how we relate to everything around us. Just as with Shaman Time always is, this is our opportunity to spend some fleeting moments out of our busy lives to just take stock and time in ourselves. I'm talking about cooperation. And cooperation in the sense that not just as people cooperate with each other or businesses engage in contracts to cooperate, to create or make something, but I'm talking about how, as living beings, we flow in an ocean, and as we enter and exit our environments, whether it be our office, our home, our car, the bus, wherever we are, that we come into it, and there is a mutual cooperation that's fostered simply by being in the environment. Whether we're engaged in conversation or something has our eye or attracts us because of some sort of signage, something we see, nature itself, whatever it might be, there is a consensus of cooperation that's there. And you don't have to get a contract to have it. You step into it. And your body provides you with the biomechanisms and feedback essential to knowing whether or not you're in a welcome place and willing to cooperate by remaining there for whatever purposes it may be. Just recently, had an opportunity to take an outing and to go way out into nature. So far out into nature that when we parked and night fell, you couldn't see a thing. It was pitch black. However, the starlit sky looked like little pepperings of salt thrown down on a velvet cross or cushion. It was astounding. There were more stars and more stars. As we got used to the idea and acclimatized to the temperature because it's a little cool, we found it to be a great sense of reverence within our time there to lay down into the grass and look up skyward and take in all those stars. It was a blessing. It was as though we pulled a blanket up to our chin and we were neck deep in space, just floating, flying out there. Truthfully, we were right on the ground. We had a wonderful conversation and we were able to point out many beautiful things in the sky. Now, one would think that the sky is always available to us. It is, but as we get closer into cities and towns and suburbs, there's a lot of light. And with that light, we lose the star count. There's just not as many stars visible because of all the ambient light there. So going way out into the country where it was pitch black with no street lights, no car lights, it was amazing to go back and say to ourselves, look at us now. We are in the heavens. We are propelled by the earth itself to fly across the skies. There was someone else maybe somewhere on another planet looking up and seeing our light reflected to them. Just to know that we are such a beautiful planet with such a wonderful sky. Now, I was talking about a mutual attraction of cooperation. When we step in, things are drawn to us and we are drawn to it. We don't even consciously have to apply it. It just happens. If you go into a room and it's cool and chilly, you tend to shiver a little bit. You move your body to make some heat so you can compensate for the ability of being a little chilled. The chill can be brought on for any number of things. It may be your intuition letting you know that the environment you just came into is charged in a particular way. Whether it could be productive or conducive to your well-being or health depends. I'm sure that we all find ourselves in the supermarket, definitely chilly down in the frozen food section, and thinking about going up to the bakery where it's warmer and smells delicious. So we're all invited to cooperate when we're doing something mutually, as it is our nature to cooperate to make things happen. It's counterproductive to be anything else but that. However, due to conditions of our environment and the roles we play in life, we may be bound by obligation to act out a particular way and carry out certain kinds of messages and deliveries of those things that we're doing. If we're the leader of a work crew, we have the health and welfare of every member of the crew. We have to be alert and pay attention to safety issues. We have to see how the crew's working together. Are there things that they're doing that will work well together? Should they be separated? I mean, it's endless. So if you were someone in charge of or responsible for a crew of people, your obligations are huge. And it just doesn't stop at the workplace. It follows you home. You take it with you because there's tomorrow. You think about, well, what about tomorrow? I want to encourage us to know how to switch that off, but not lose it. Because it's important to be responsible and to be the kind of person that can be counted on to do what's needed to be done and be proud of it. And also recognize those qualities in other people, that when they do something, they're really trying to help. It's that cooperation thing again. So how do you know when cooperation is requested or just offered? An offering of cooperation is very much like when you go to the swimming pool. You know you're going to get wet, you're going to get in, and you're going to like it. Now, an invitation for cooperation could be an offer to come together and dance. You're at the dance, you know you're going to dance, but you don't know when or with who. You may have ideas, and you may even create a little anxiety over where you think you're going to go. But an invitation is a clear signal from the environment or individuals that you're around that you are needed and your presence and abilities are solicited to cohesively participate in making a particular outcome possible. Well, what does all that mean? Well, if you're pulled over on the side of the road and you have to unload your car to get to the jack, and then you have to make sure the wheels are blocked so that it doesn't fall over on you when you jack it up, and you need to take the spare out, it'd sure be great to have some help, wouldn't it? Don't you often think about it when you're driving along the road and you see somebody pulled over? If there's no one there, don't you have a tug like, I need to help them? And then you find yourself going past them and then pulling off the road in front of them, and then finding out, do you need help? You can see they need help, but you give them an opportunity to invite you, to assist, to cooperate. And they in turn want to cooperate with you to have your assistance. But then again, there's some that say, no, it's okay, I got it. And you go on. And you often wonder, what was the outcome? Did they get their tire changed? Are they okay? Does it really fade from our memories that fast? Or does it come back the next time we go past another car? Do we see somebody that needs some help? Do we remember the last time we stopped to help and it was turned down? Does that deter us from stopping the next time? Does our genuine desire to serve and to help shine through? Are we able to really let that instinct of knowing that we should cooperate and when to cooperate propel us? Or are we prisoners of obligation that are now doing things not willingly, but because it's what we're supposed to do? And we'll talk about how to develop and foster peer-level communications in another time. I want to remind us all that this is Shaman Time. I'm Bill Major, and I look forward to sharing some of the feedback that I've received recently from previous shows. The audience has been fantastic in coaching me on slowing down, speaking clearly, and providing clear, unambiguous detail and information, and inviting us all in to think about what's being discussed, what we're talking about. I truly do enjoy this time. I find it to be refreshing to myself and likewise for you, I'm sure. Not only can we have fun at this, we can learn something. So, adult to adult, let's communicate and keep it going. Because parent to parent is kind of tough. That brings on the idea of experience and wisdom. I think experience and wisdom are something that we're accumulating along with time. Right now, we'll just be adults, address things logically, and be able to provide feedback. Watch the credits at the end for Shaman Time. You'll find a way that you can communicate with me and let me know how things are working out for you. And I'm open to suggestions on ways to be a better communicator with you and provide you detail and information in a way that you can take it in and use it. This is Shaman Time. Until next time, take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy. This is Shaman Time.